Hello and welcome to Spring Trends on Western Spring Television, the part of the program of Morning Spring where we bring you who is trending, what is trending, why they are trending, and what people are saying about the who, the what, and the why. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram at Western Spring Television, and on Twitter at WSTV_NG. You can also watch us live and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. Very quickly, we'll go to our first story today. Yesterday, the All Progressives Congress, APC, was responding to presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and they gave a number of conditions for presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to debate Peter Obi. Now, let's look at some of those conditions that were given to Peter Obi. The ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, on Tuesday said its presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, cannot debate with Peter Obi, the Labour Party presidential flag bearer, who has no document. And down there, spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council, Festus Keyamo, said Obi should first release his manifesto and then list his achievements during his tenure as government of Anambra State. He said Obi should also tell Nigerians people he has mentored in politics who are still with him today, mention any political party he has formed, and then mention his contributions to the return of democracy to Nigeria after years of military rule. Mr. Keyamo said if the conditions are fulfilled, the APC will send one of its spokespersons to have an open debate with Peter Obi. Those are the conditions that the APC has given to Peter Obi. Now let's look at what people are saying about this. Right there on Twitter, Somi Anierobi says, Limau. Number one, is Tinubu running for the office of president of Peter Obi's house? Number two, even when the absurd conditions are met, an APC spokesperson will be sent to debate with Peter Obi. Your suppliers have upped the ante, and they didn't warn you guys. I wonder what suppliers is talking about and what is supplied. Step Up with Olusegun says, is the APC the one organizing the debate? Or why giving a fellow presidential candidate conditions to meet? Is the APC the one organizing the debate? Why are you giving a fellow presidential candidate conditions to meet? Honorable Ben Igbapa says, even if the conditions are met, there is no commitment from the APC to field their presidential candidate nonetheless. This is according to the statement. If the conditions are fulfilled, the APC will send one of its spokespersons to have an open debate with Obi. Now, the fourth comment there is from Brian Gabriel Chidozie in the BC. It says, I really think obedience needs to stop engaging these guys. We should spend all that time pushing Obi's message. If you really think about it, they need us giving them engagement to remain relevant here. Let's take that away and make Nigerian political Twitter 90% Obi content. And now the last comment says, Chukwemeka, hashtag Peter Obi says, a man that is supposed to be debating and giving me reasons why he needs my vote is here listing conditions for another presidential candidate to fulfill before he debates. Nothing I never see for APC and Tinubu hand. Make una no worry, lessons will be learned. Those are the comments that we have from that particular incident. APC giving the conditions to Peter Obi for presidential debates. Now, on a very sad note, we move over to northern Nigeria. Murder in Kaduna. Yesterday, the spokesperson of the Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, says that the Labour Party women leader in Kaura, Kaduna State, Victoria Chintex, was on Monday, 28th November, shot dead by suspected assassins. The APC governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai, should be held responsible for her death as the CSO if the killers are not apprehended immediately. Now let's take comment from the first person there. Warman says, this is more reason we shouldn't disappoint those who have paid ultimate price for this movement. From NSAS to this current movement, I've made up my mind to fight to the end. Even if it means I will sacrifice my life for the freedom of Nigeria, I will do it willingly. You can join the Nigerian army if you want to sacrifice your life for the country. The next comment is from Ade Samo. It says, this is a very sad news. May God console and comfort our loved ones and by himself bring the perpetrators to justice in the name of Jesus. Everyone who has a hand in our death shall never know peace. The next comment, Okeke Clems, says, oh, what a painful loss. And I humbly pray that the good Lord shall give the family, friends, the good people of Kaduna, obedient family, Nigeria, the moxo, to bear the irreparable loss. May God console her dear husband. Zari Yusuf says, the Labour Party women leader of Kaura, Kaduna State, shot dead last night. Her husband also sustained shots in the leg. Is it the jungle that is maturing? And then the last comment on that story that we can take says, Midas Touch says, too many different emotions right now. Not sure if it's shock, anger, disgust, or just heartbroken. Whatever it is, My thoughts and prayers are with your family. Your family will reap the fruits of your labor. To the perpetrators, I say watch and see. This is the political season. The government needs to do more to ensure that there are no political assassinations. Now, for the very last part of our spring trends this morning, we're taking you back to class. Let me show you something. A Twitter user put these mathematical questions up. I would also like to see your reactions. You can head over to our Facebook and Instagram handles at Western Spring Television, and on Twitter at WSTV_NG, and on YouTube to leave your comments. Now, this is the question. 2 plus 2 times 4. What is the answer? Now, after 56,460 votes, 81% chose 16 as their answer, 3% chose 15, 4% chose 14, and 12% chose 13. Now, let's see the comment to this particular puzzle. Aditola says 10 is the correct answer, which is not there. Multiplication comes before addition. Pristo says start from back when bracket is not involved. This is basic mathematics. Board mass is not needed. LOL. Now, the next comment says, I need actual mathematics scholars on this one because sometimes the bracket in an equation is invisible. I believe that is the case here. And Major Rich replying says, there is no invisible bracket. Board mass, acronym for bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, is a hierarchy for solving mathematical problems. If a mathematical problem has brackets, you solve the bracket first. Remy says, using board mass, it is multiplication before addition. So we'll solve the multiplication before the addition, which will be 2 times 4 first, will be 8. Then you add 2. Final answer should be 10. It's not on the option. Princess Omonomose says, let's start this way. We'll use the board mass to solve this equation. In the law of board mass, multiplication comes before addition. Let me quickly remind us what board mass is. Bracket of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. 2 times 4 equals to 8. Bring our plus 2 and add to the 8. 2 plus 8 equals to 10. Very, very interesting comments here. Eze says, all those that voted together with the person that composed the question. Now, Olodo, the answer is 10. 2 plus 2 times 4 equals to board mass minus multiplication first. So 2 times 4 equals to 8. 2 plus 8 equals to 10. Your answer is 10. And Salari said, you said using board mass, right? What is the full meaning of B in board mass? Well, this last comment says, some are using board mass while others are using bad mass. I don't know what's the difference between board mass and bad mass. Whatever it is, we want to see your answer to that question. 2 plus 2 times 4 is equals to what? Send us your comments on our Facebook and Instagram handle at Western Spring Television and on Twitter at WSTV_NG. You can also put your comments on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. And do remember to subscribe. That's the much we can take on Spring Trends today. You can follow me on Twitter at EM Ujadigele. Tag me to your tweets, mention me on your tweet, and I'll bring them on this very platform. My name is Emmanuel Ujadigele. I'll see you tomorrow. Happy last day of the month of November, and we hope to see you tomorrow on the very first day of December. Stay safe.